Blast off.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? How
Howdy.
your mom and them? Yeah, I know what you're gonna say, but it is what it is right now. Let me just say that. What's up, Ryan? Yeah, apparently my basically, because y'all are probably like, why the hell has he got on sunglasses? Well, all right. My frames to my glasses had gotten really loose, so if I looked down, my glasses would fall off. So I was going to use steam. So cool. I was going to use steam to heat up the frames to bend them back, which technically would have worked. But in a brainstorm idea, I thought, oh, you know what? I'll just heat up some water in a microwave and dip my glasses down in there, which I did. Now, what's weird is the side that was in the water didn't mess up. It was the other lens. Somehow the steam basically got under, because those glasses had like blue blocker protection.
Boiled the reflective,
Yeah.
non-reflective coating.
The coating on it got screwed up, so now when I put those glasses on, it's so blurry I can't see a darn thing. So I ordered more glasses, but they're not here yet. So I'm wearing sunglasses to work, for everything. I just wear my sunglasses all the time. I'm just Joe Cool right now. I'm just like Linda's doll, Joe Cool, because I'm just glasses. And it sucks, but because it's so dark in here with these are not like thin, lightweight. You can see my eyeball. These are dark shades, okay? I don't know if you can tell that, but they're the same frames as my regular glasses, but these lenses aren't messed up. I
was thinking, I wonder if you could just keep boiling them and see if you can just boil the reflective coat completely off of it so you can at least see.
You had your eyes checked and ordered new glasses. You know, I wanted to do that, but I would have had to go go to the doctor, see if my prescription's changed. But show us the black eye. Oh, you want to see? All right. I'm not.
Yeah, prove that I did not punch you in the face.
All right. Can you see now?
Y'all never seen Scuba without glasses, have you?
There's no black eyes or anything, right? I can't say a darn thing. It says something will fly. Or does that say LOL will fly?
It says LOL. Yeah.
Wow, I can barely see that. My eyes are definitely getting worse the older I get. So I was watching a video earlier, and you know how they got the top 100 epic fails or whatever? Usually you don't really see too many paramotor videos like that. I've seen a few paragliders, but this one that I was watching today actually had this guy taking off on a trike. I'm not sure what he did wrong, but his wing went off to the side and his whole trike flipped over. And I was like, we've made it big time. We are on the top 100 epic fails now. So
no, he doesn't need to see to be able to do that, Creed.
So I did get a couple of new tanks. I told y'all I was gonna order some new vape gear, which I did. Thank goodness. And the early bird sparrow is what I've been vaping. I have not even opened the other box yet for the Dead Rabbit 4, which I'll show y'all.
Hey, Roger.
And it's in blue. So that's the Dead Rabbit 4 in blue. You can still see it's still in plastic. I have not even opened this thing yet. So I have no idea. The Sparrow I did open, and I'm kind of glad that I did because I was able to check out what I like, what I don't like, etc., etc. It does have a couple of cool features to it, which I'll show y'all. But it also, it took me a minute to figure out how to get the top off. I was like, how do you fill this thing? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, okay, it's something to do with the top, whether it either slides or or whatever. But it didn't take long to figure out. Let me shoot over to the building cam. So this is going to be like so close. Whammo! I can't, that's as far away as I can get the microscope. That is crazy. That's like superimposed on there. Okay. The good thing is it will focus. So I like this because the airflow is up top, not on the bottom. So you don't get leakage out of the bottom. And, you know, there's no slide top or anything like that. Or you can pull the drip, you can put your own drip tip, obviously. This is the 24 millimeter Sparrow. There's also a 22 millimeter Sparrow. I also put the bigger tank. It does have like the 2 mil tank, and I believe this is a 4 mil tank. I didn't look at the sizes, so if I'm wrong, sue me. But get the top off. I can't even look at the microscope screen because these glasses are polarized.
What is it attached to?
What does what?
Your camera.
What is this? This is the you know, the one that we vape all the time.
No, ding dong. The camera. What is the camera attached to? You can't like set it on top of a book or something to lift it up.
Oh. I've been thinking about moving the arm close. Well, I can't go around. I'll figure something out. The guar, yeah, that's what it's on. Creed, thanks. I can't, you know, my mind's not thinking right now. But basically, you turn the airflow ring around, and then if you go into the middle, then you can get access to the top, which is where that big old fill hole is here on this side only. The other side is not a hole. But that's it. So the build deck on this, very interesting because it has a small build deck, I will call it. And even the posts have very tiny screws. So this is not for somebody that wants to cloud chucker. It's somebody that wants to cloud chucker. But yeah, because it's not made really for blowing clouds. This one's made for flavor.
It reminds me of the
the bird lines up with the notch. No, cloud chucker, I didn't get that deep into it. Darn, but I believe you.
There's another tank that it's old. That was a flavor thing with a really restricted draw. I can't remember the name of it. That's what it reminds me of.
Not the K-Fun.
Yes.
The K-Fun, really?
Yes.
Well, I would say yes, kinda, but the K-Fun had even smaller posts than this. This one doesn't have gigantic posts, but it does have two different chimneys that you can put in there. One is for the 4 mil tank, the other one's for the 2 mil tank. Is the early bird a reduced chamber? It is, Scott. The chamber on this is very small. I'm going to show y'all because you can get away with a 3 millimeter inside diameter coil on this, which is what I have in there, but it's a very tight fit. If you don't get it right, you'll get an atomizer short. I have this thing like compact down in there, and it works. I think it would be better off with a 2.5 millimeter. Yeah, 2.5 diameter coil, then you wouldn't have any problems at all. But I did the 3 because that's what I'm used to making, and that's what I did. Which if you, the wire that I wrap with the 26 gauge inner core and the 36, 34, 36, I think 36 gauge outer wrap, 6 wraps.
Sounds like you're getting ready to
sing a
coil
is
song.
usually 0.43-ish, 43, 44. So that's where I'm at. And I'm vaping at 35 watts. It vapes just fine right there. Not a problem at all. I'm going to have to show you all the build deck, which will require me taking this thing apart with it full of juice. So I'm holding it to the microscope. Like y'all can see, I'm holding it up to the microphone.
Yeah, no, we can't see that. Creed said, hey, I heard Creed needs wire.
Creed does need wire. And I thought, and the whole reason I was like, oh, I got a microscope, I can see now, but I got freaking shades on now. I need my glasses so I can see to make the wire. I literally, I can't see what I'm doing right now. And then I thought, oh, I'll just go get my old lenses. My old lenses only had one little scratch on there. I could use those. Well, in between my old pair of glasses and the new pair of glasses that I got, besides the prescription sunglasses I got, I had to buy another set of frames that came with just plain. You can't buy just the frame, apparently. You got to buy lenses. So I just got blank lenses. Well, that's what was in the package. I didn't realize
Yeah,
that.
you've got an older pair of glasses somewhere around here.
Somewhere, I know, but I haven't found them yet. So I popped the lenses out, put those lenses in there, and I was like, wow, there's no scratches. This is awesome. Then I was like, wait a minute, I can't see a damn thing. So I basically put on glasses that had no prescription at all in there, trying to read stuff, and I was like, I can't read it. So yeah, see, here's another lens, glasses case. It's empty, nothing in there. I don't know where my other pair of glasses are, or even if it's just the lenses themselves, that would be good enough for me.
Well, your other pair of glasses are all scratched to hell too, which is why you got new ones. So
Right.
for somebody that wears his glasses on his face
Did I go to America's Best? No.
constantly, I don't know how his glasses end up so gross and fingerprint covered and scratched up. They're on his face until he puts them on the nightstand to go to bed, which he's sleeping, so no one's messing with him. And then he puts them back on his face in the morning. I don't understand.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, not America's Best. I got my glasses from Zenni, which everybody or most people know about Zenni. That's where I order them from. If you have the prescription, you can type all that into Zenni. Boom, boom, boom. The frames are cheap. The lenses are not.
Lenses are still cheaper than.
It's still cheaper than going to like Pearl Vision or something. Any wicking problems with the Sparrow? You know what, Nick? No. I haven't had any wicking problems. I'm going to show you that.
It says Neil, dear. Where the hell did you get Nick from?
Did I say Nick?
You did.
Look now. I'm trying to read in the dark. Yeah, I have like a little tiki guy or a totem pole that holds my glasses. It literally has a cutout so you can just sit your glasses on there. It looks like he's wearing a pair of glasses. That's what my glasses go on at night. Because why sleep in your glasses? Which probably some people do, but I do not do that. So.
No, they don't, you weirdo.
I bet you there's people that actually sleep in their glasses.
There are not people that sleep in their glasses.
It depends on how much you've had to drink. You have an Eddie question. Okay, Creed, shoot me the Eddie question. I'm scared. See, Scott says he does quite often. He falls asleep with his glasses on. So
okay,
there you
falling asleep with your glasses on is different than sleeping in your glasses.
What is a wicking problem? A wicking problem, especially on a top airflow RTA, would be a gurgle.
Wiki.
A Yeehee Falcon? Is it 22 millimeter? I've never had the Yeehee Falcon, I don't think. Not to mention, I did bump my mod case the other day, and like half of my mods have fallen over. I can't glue them in place because then I'll never get them out. But
no, but if you clean your fucking office, it wouldn't be a problem.
No, I just bumped into the case and it shook.
Yeah, you know why? Because you've got so much shit crammed in there, you can't even open your door all the way to get through the doorway. Yeah, you want me to put more
stuff in here, and I'm like,
no, I want you to clean it, throw shit away,
it came
organize
with the in-class mod. You know, I'm not 100%, but I would say it's a 22 millimeter, just considering the way he stay conservative with all the RDAs and RT, anything they've made has been 22 millimeter that I know of. I haven't seen anything bigger from them, so I would be safe to say it's 22 millimeter. Put some rubber mats in there. You know, there's just too much. We got too much stuff, man. Honestly.
One of these days, I'm going to go in there. He doesn't want me to go in there.
No, I don't want you to go in here.
Mm-mm.
So now that I've opened this, it
We
flushed
have
it
too
with
much
air.
stuff. He
So
has too much stuff.
let me take this build deck out of here so you can see what this looks like. Hopefully without pouring juice all over my desk. And I will put this over on the microscope.
What would a scuba vape content show be without you pouring juice all over your desk?
All right. So let's go over to the build cam so y'all can see what I'm doing here. So there's the build deck itself, and you can see juice like glistening in there. And here is actually the chimney. So this part of the chimney just comes out. If I can get it out of there. That might see I'm pouring juice. Ah, no pour juice. This is the problem with doing it while it's full. There we go. See how small that chamber is? And it sticks up inside of here. So you have this, which looks like the main chamber, but tiny chimney goes over your actual coil. That's it. So this actually oh crap. Just knocked over the tank.
What, Harry? Scuba. The out wire is what, and the in is what? Okay.
The inside wire on the fuse Claptons are 26 millimeter. The outside, I will double check. I'm pretty sure it's 36, but I could be wrong because I bought a bunch of it. Yep, 36. And I only use Kanthal. I don't use, because if you switch over to stainless steel, diameter, 3 millimeter diameter. Now on this particular RTA, I would suggest going with a 2.5 millimeter just because of how small that is. The other thing I didn't show y'all is, if I don't spill juice everywhere, that coil is really close to the actual where the airflow comes in. See that little silver piece in the center? That's where the airflow comes in. So this tank actually comes with, I'm going to show y'all here in a second. I can't believe I got juice all over that thing already.
I can.
Let me put this back together real quick.
I was cleaning up juice in here after you made some. It was underneath my keyboard somehow.
Look at that. Back together. No problemo. Get this off my mat now. I didn't spill a lot, but I did spill a little bit. So
Yeah,
inside the box,
wipe down the outside of that tank too.
wow, look how
spots.
close I cannot zoom out. And where's my remote for the, there it is. Let me make sure I'm zoomed out all the way. Yeah, because I can zoom in. But if I go out as far as it'll go, that's right there. Okay.
Neil wants to know what size airflow pin do you have on the Sparrow?
I have the stock in there, which I believe is 2.5. I could be wrong. So when we pull these out of this box, we'll be able to probably tell because it'll be the one that's missing. Unless it shows you on the bottom of the tank, which I don't think it actually, I think they labeled it on the top of it, which makes it impossible to see. Well, not since I got a microscope. Let's say 2.2, 2.2. Because I'm pretty sure it's not 5.5. No, that would be backwards. Or is that just 2? Because they put 2 2s on there. So maybe this is the 2.0. I think that's the 2.0 airflow, which is what comes in their stock. But show y'all inside this box here. There is a ton of airflow pins. So depending on which one you want, which we can go through the sizes real quick because I haven't even went through the sizes. I haven't had this tank but a few days, long enough for me to get my judge of it. It is really good on flavor. It is not made for a cloud chucker. I just not that type of device. So let's just go through these. One's that? I'll turn my head the right way I can see. That's 1.0. So that's 1. That's how small that airflow is. Well, you can't really go by this. You got to look at this side. That's the actual airflow hole. That is tiny. This one is, turn my head again, 1.8. A little bigger there. I mean, if you want to compare it to the other one. Whoop. Almost lost it for good right there. There's the 1. There's the 1.8. What do we have here? Jeez. Turn my head all kinds of ways to see this. That's 1.1.2. Okay, so that goes next to that one. This one, 1.4. I mean, they really give you a lot of airflow options, which is pretty cool. This one is absolutely huge. Look how big that's the whole side. This is going to be a 3 at least.
That's what she said.
3.4. That's probably the biggest one in there. This one is a 4. Okay, this is the biggest one. There's like, it's so thin on the, so if you want a lot of airflow, there you go. That's huge. That would be almost too much, I would think, for that small of a chamber.
That is also what she said.
The 2.3. Where's 2.5 and all that in between there? What is this one I'm holding? 1.3. So there you get, and then the one that I have on it was a 2.2, right? So you got 8 choices of airflow. I'm trying to put this up here on camera. Yeah, 8 choices. Because there's 7 there and there's 1 already in it. And also inside here, this is the other chimney that's actually a little shorter. And it goes with the outer chimney right here, which is shorter, for smaller glass. Because if you notice, I have the bigger glass on here. Glass is taller. So I went with the bigger glass over this. And then the other bag has all the O-rings and stuff in there, and then a bigger drip tip. So if you like the fatter drip tips, which I do, and I may swap that out actually, go with the fatter drip. It's still a 510, but I think it's more comfortable on the lips to have the, still the inside is very skinny regardless, but instead of having that guy right there. Okay. Oh, man, I'm not saying that one. But yeah, it's in there. So that is the early bird sparrow. I'm gonna try it with this drip tip, see how much I like it. If it doesn't taste really flooded now, since I let juice pour all over the place, and it's still firing, that's a good thing. Oh yeah. I think I like that drip tip better. I need to put these back in the box, because if I don't put this stuff back in the box, I'll lose it. 1.5 is what I like. Oh, mouth to lung. Yeah. I see mouth to lung. A lot of people, are like, I don't like mouth to lung. You can get a really darn good vape out of mouth to lung. A really good darn vape. You know what? I agree with you there, trash bag. If the orifice is big, what are you going to do? So let me put this back in the box. That goes in there like that. And then the drip tip doesn't really have a spot for the drip tip, but there. Vape gear. Yeah, this is the Early Bird Sparrow RTA that I'm on right now. And there you go, Early Bird. So this is what I would consider maybe not the, oh, I was just showing you, but I wasn't on the build cam. Sorry. Let me go back to the build cam real quick. Yeah, there's the logo where it says Early Bird. Pretty basic box. I mean, it actually comes in this box. This is the cover for it, but yeah, Early Bird Sparrow. Pretty neat looking. I don't think this is made for, you know, cloud chucking folks. This is more of a flavor type RTA. All things aside, because you know some people are just all, you know, I want cloud bros, clouds bro, but that's not what this is about. And I think it has pretty good darn flavor actually. And I like the other drip tip. This drip, I keep holding it to the microscope. That's not going to do a bit of good.
I know, right, Iowa? Vape content. Holy shit. Creed
Yeah,
said he's
sometimes I do vape content.
Creed.
I've been disregarding it for a while, and it's a
Is
lot
my mic
cheaper.
on?
Yes.
Okay. Creed said that he has a picture that he sent you in Messenger.
I don't have my phone. That's why I'll have to get my phone in a minute,
Facebook
Creed.
on your computer, man.
Yeah, see, Cloud Chucker. Okay, this is the thing. In the UK, which is where that tank is made, it's cheaper. So it costs more money in the USA. So if I was in the UK, yeah, it'd be nice and cheap, like $24.99. No, in the US for the 24 millimeter, it was $74. So there's that. The 22 millimeter was like 35 bucks or something like that. It was a lot cheaper for the smaller one, but it's already got a small chamber chimney. So yeah, I like the stuff Early Bird been doing. Yeah, Cloud Checker recommended this, so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go with it and see how I like it. I like top flow RTAs, which is what top airflow I should say. And you can see that the airflow on this one's up top up there. Especially in the summertime when it's really hot, which it is. It was like 90 today, 90 something. It was hot.
Hotter than that.
It was hotter than that.
Like 100 and some odd degrees. It was
Well, I
fucking
know
hot
it
as
was
shit.
yesterday, but today I thought I only got in the high 90s.
No, it was hotter today than it was yesterday.
Still got really good bait to it. What's up, Slade? How's it going? I was telling everybody, and then I also got this, the Dead Rabbit 4, which I have no clue. I haven't looked up anything on this. This one's in blue, just because I like blue, and that's what I wanted to go with. So we're going to have to take this one and open it and see what it's all about, since it's still sealed in the plastic. No, these companies did not send me these RTAs. I bought these with Scuba's wallet. So there you go. Have a look at the link. It's not the RTA, it's the extra mouth to lung kit, not the RTA. Okay, gotcha, Cloud Chucker. So what do we have in here? If I can get past all these papers and stuff, let's look at the build camera again. And I know this is going to look super close because even though my microscope is as high as it'll go, wow, that's definitely blue. But once again, top airflow. I really like RTAs with top airflow. And comes with a bubble glass for those people that like bubbles. The blue is really nice and reflective. I like that. It already has the bigger drip tip, which I appreciate.
That's what she said.
Side. What does it say on the bottom here? Oh, Dead Rabbit 4 RTA. There you go. I guess they really got away from the whole serial number thing. I don't think that SZ608 is a serial number. But So the fill mechanism on this one is a simple slide. Very simple. There is an arrow right there that says, hey, this is where you need to push. That's helpful, especially for people that are blind and that like me right now, because I have to wear sunglasses at night because I broke my other glasses. But there you go. I will say on the early bird sparrow, the 510 pin is barely protruding. It is not made for any kind of hybrid mod or anything like that. You will dead short your battery. Do not do that. This barely touches on this mod. It didn't touch at all on my Hammer of God. It just kept saying check atomizer. I got it to work on this one. That's why I'm not using on the Hammer, which Hammer of God is overkill for this little bitty tank. But it's what I was going to use, and I can't because the 510 pin won't reach unless I do some adjusting, and I don't feel like doing that just for one tank. All right, now let's get this thing apart. That actually came apart pretty easy for a new tank. Usually they're a pain in the butt to get up. So what do we have here? Why does it look so dark to me, but looks fine for y'all? So you have airflow coming in from the sides and the center, which I do like that because a lot of the RTAs are missing airflow in the center, which is where your coil heats up first. Without that airflow coming in on the center, that's when you get burnt wicking. That airflow keeps that thing cool enough to keep from burning. So if you go firing this thing real hard and you're only getting the airflow on the side, there's a good chance that the center of your wick will burn. So I like the fact that they're letting the airflow come in through there. Big open chamber on the side for both sides. Flathead screws, very nice touch. So we're going to throw some coils in this thing and see what it'll do. Now, as far as
Neil
the chamber
says,
goes,
isn't the pin on the 510 on the Hammer of God adjustable?
yeah, that one is. The Hammer of God does have an adjustable pin. That's what I was saying. I didn't feel like adjusting it. This is the 510 pin on the Hammer of God. It is adjustable. But this is the Sparrow's the only tank that doesn't reach. Why would I adjust that and then have to adjust it right back for any other tank that I could use? It's just barely set up. Can that be set up for a single coil?
It is a single coil, isn't it?
No. He's asking about this dead rabbit.
Oh.
You technically could. There's no reason why you could not set this up for single coil. Because, all right, what you would do in this case. So, if you were doing a single coil on this one, you would put a leg here and a leg here, or a leg here and a leg here. You would use the corners. The airflow is still going to get it in the center, right here. Your coil's going straight across. So you could get a bigger coil. You could put a 4mm coil right here. It's still going to get airflow from each side. Although, it's not going to give quite as much flavor just because look how far out these fins are. So, it's not as direct unless you have a really big coil that fills up this whole area, which I doubt. I'm looking at this with my bare eyes now, and that would be like an 8mm diameter coil. I don't think you're going that far. But yeah, you can put a single coil in here, and then the wicking goes down on the side right here. Boom, boom. You could definitely put a big enough piece of wick in here to fill these channels. No problem. Nice and shiny when it's new. Yeah, the diagonal. Yes, go on the diagonal. So, let me grab my screwdriver. Y'all were saying, hey, why don't you just use your little electric screwdriver? Well, I did get that out because apparently I have problems finding flathead screwdrivers around here. I got plenty of Phillips, but the flatheads elude me all the time. Was that really that tight, or am I missing the hole? All right. I can't see what I've done. I'm looking right at it, and I can still barely see this. I think I got that screw most of the way out. Do they have super fast express shipping? I need my glasses faster. I thought I was going to be okay for a few days, but I think that's all far. One more. I'm way off camera. Okay. I was looking at this thinking, oh, they can see fine. Sorry. I'm on camera. On microscope. So if we look down in there, now I can see a clear channel so that the coils can fit in there, or coil, whichever way. I mean, if y'all want, I'll do a single coil in there, but I think it would be better with dual because of the fact of these side fins. I'm not saying you can't do single coil. I wouldn't recommend running it on that just because of the way the airflow is. Chamber also, you can see is squared off in there. That keeps that airflow tight up against that coil. By putting a single coil in there, you're defeating the purpose. Can't see Munchkin? I know she's looking down. Oh, you want me to we want Munchkin on the microscope, Linda? What the hell? There she
I'm
is.
over here doing my nails. I'm good.
She's doing her nails. Wow.
Yes, because when I did them last weekend, for some reason my middle coats did not cure properly and it started to bubble and get weirdly lumpy, so I had to take it all off and start over.
All right. In the meantime, I'm going to wrap a couple coils. I know all the big YouTubers, they just buy coils and throw them on their tanks. Unlike them, I make my own wire, so that's the way it goes. I guess if I want, I cannot see a darn thing.
Well, how you been, DVB? It's been a hot minute since you've been around.
Wow, yeah, it has been. 5. Oh, that coil's not the best. I think that's 6 wraps. I don't like this. I'm going to cut this one off because this is bad. That must have been the spinny part of the wire. Yeah, the rest of the wire feels good. Okay.
Same here. Working a lot and chilling.
Three, 4, 5. Why is it the last wrap that always tries to turn crooked?
I don't know.
I'll go with this one, but not my finest coil. There's one coil. Let's cut this one off. I'll drop that on the table, and then I have one more coil. Nobody said hi. CDC! That's because
Hello,
I'm wearing
CDC.
freaking sunglasses and can't
I
see a
didn't
damn
see you
thing.
come in, bro.
I mean, I just saw that, but I had to look really hard. I'm just saying. 1, oh crap. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that one wrapped just fine. What the hell? All right, 6 wraps, both coils. Now, as far as how much slack it can have, that's a whole nother ball game. Let's flip back to the building camera now that you got to see Munchkin. We're going to see how low I need to go with this. So, okay. It drops down in there about a 1/4 inch, so I need to take off about, everything's falling off my desk much. So now we got that much. And if you want to even them up, yeah, this coil looks like crap, man. Look. How bad that wire is too. No, I'm doing that again. I don't care. Now that I've dropped everything though.
Enjoy dinner, DBB.
Is this one of the bad pieces of wire? It feels like it. Not
I
one
don't
I
know.
was going to sand off, that's for sure. We're saving Creed from having a bad piece of wire. 2, 4, 5. That one wrapped so much better. Got to work out all the kinks in my coil game. All right, and then we're going to go and recheck this and then even it up. So if I put one coil on there, so close, them up even with each other, I can just cut it off even. Now they're the same, and these coils are not the best. But they're going to work for demonstration purposes. Literally, all I have to do now is just drop these down in here.
No, the last one wasn't really a scammer. He's just stupid.
Why did that one not fit?
I never heard back from the guy. But no, I'm still getting spam emails though. Like, I'm gonna click on that frickin' link. I don't think so.
I think this screw is on. Yeah, that screw wasn't even close to being out. Man, I'm really blind. All right.
I mean, you can't really call sovereign citizens scammers because they're too stupid to realize all the crap they've been told is bullshit, but they honestly believe it. So I don't think they're trying to scam anybody. They just have no idea
Okay, that
how the
one's a
world
little
works.
long. Back. Messing everything up. There we go. 2 coils in there with the worst wrap I've ever seen on a fused Clapton. Look at that. That doesn't even look like a Clapton. That is scrap wire. I'm
Why'd you wrap your
ashamed that
coil
that
with
even
scrap wire?
exists. That is very bad wire. That's why I got a microscope. I can check all
Hey,
this
Jazzy.
and never send any wire out that looks like that because that was crap. Then y'all, I'm getting too old to see good enough to be able to do this shit anymore. I mean, all my previous coils, perfect. Now it's like,
Well, you also did wire without your little spinny bit too, so.
yeah, the spinny bit helps out a lot so that you don't even have to see it, but get in touch and get. All right. So when this happens, you slide your little tool in there.
It's vape content, Tony.
Oh my gosh, it's Tony, the caffeine kid,
Mm-hmm.
Captain Dumbass himself. I don't know what else to call him. He goes by many names, but he's known everywhere, and all Alabama gas stations as Dumbass.
Well, now he's spread himself to Tennessee.
Oh yeah, there you go. He's gonna spread his dumbass all around the country. Coming soon to a city near you. So the coil build itself looks good. Just the coils look like ass. Those are intentionally spaced like that to let in flavor. Yeah, that's what I'm going with. Yeah.
He
So
usually bites them down to the quick, Jazzy. I don't know what's going on now.
what? Trim my
He said to
nails.
trim your nails.
They are very short. What do you mean? Look how short I got them right now. Damn, man. I can't get The only thing that are long a little bit is my thumbnails, but they're back short too. I've actually been keeping them shorter than I ever do, and now I get crap because I cut them short. If I left them long, you wouldn't have said nothing. All right, let's see what we got here. Great, I have to turn my head sideways. No atomizer, really?
Jazzy said they look very big on my big screen TV.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sure they do.
they're really short.
So it's
But
not just the other atomizer, it's this one
I
too?
see some hangnails though, so you know I could get in there with my little clippers and clip that
I'm
skin
going
off
to have
the
to use
edge.
a screwdriver for that.
Right there on that thumb. Let me get it.
Get it. See if I can adjust it. Wait, before I do that, turn it off. I don't need no shorts happening. There we go. All right, that's like a full turn and a half. That should be enough, I would think. Oh, look at there, 0.19. So now it's reading. I will try the sparrow again on it too, also.
He wants to know if you remember that Addy, Ed. He's got a question about it that he hasn't asked yet.
I have to turn my head sideways even. 0.16. Why is it showing such a low value on that? Are both coils firing? Not really. See how one's firing way more than the other one? So I'm going to have to check that second. Starting to come into play here. Now, let's go back and check these screws now that I got that handle on the screwdriver. Oh, yeah. All right. Is that enough? Back on camera here. Still not happy with how that left one is lighting up. Until we get happy, we're not even going to wick it. A little better. A little better. I think that's good there. We'll call that good. And we are at, what are we at now? 0.23. Exactly where it's supposed to be. So while I get some cotton ready, I'll go back out to the main camera so y'all can see Munchkin doing her nails.
No, I'm done with that now.
So I have cotton right here. Plenty of it. I'm just going to take a little dab of doer. Is that enough? Yeah, that's enough. This just takes a while of, is that enough? And then you just kind of get a feel for it. All right, we'll go back to the build cam. Let me get this better on camera and then try not to touch it after that. Because I'm burning up, man. Why is it so hot? I know it's like 90
I
something
don't
degrees.
know. I turned the
Jazzy sent me the Addy you want. Really? I know I sent one to Scuba. I'll look, Creed. I don't know. I haven't seen it, or I didn't pay close enough attention. I will look. All right, let's go to the build cam. So for this, take off that end there. Nice fluffy coton. Plenty. You don't know what you own anymore. Probably got 20 grand in vape gear I don't use. Hey, I use all my stuff sometimes. Okay, there we go. It is in there. And then this is going to be the usual cut method. I just go to where basically the addy meets where the base of the addy is and just cut right there. And then same thing on this side, cut it right there. Then I take some needle tweezers and comb this out. Just to give the cotton every chance it can of pulling juice up through it. Got a lot of knots and stuff in the end of the cotton. It won't pull the juice up as easy. Like if this is a nice cut line right here that your scissors put in there and it looks all clumped up in there, it's not going to pull that juice.
Yes, Scott.
And I'm trying to make sure I'm in the hole here. And it's just barely going in that hole right there. Just a tip. That's all you need in there. But it has to cover it completely or you gurgling. Nobody likes gurgling.
Kitty.
I did make some Nilla nuts. And Munchkin, bless her heart, got me some needle tip bottles. I didn't mean that much of a needle tip. She got real needle tip bottles.
It didn't have the gauge size on the needle tip. It just said needle tip bottle.
I meant the plastic ones because those are
that's what I got.
Hole.
Plastic ones.
No, these are.
Oh, you meant the plastic needles?
Yes.
Oh, you didn't specify that.
That's okay. I mean, they'll work. They work really good for stuff like the Pure Max. That's like the perfect bottle for. All right.
That file's got to be pretty thick now by now, huh, Roger?
Oh, did we get something else? Make sure I'm in my hole.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Let me go grab the Nilla nuts. Hold on just a second.
I'm vaping fucking Nilla nuts. They still got the old school bottles. I mean, I don't need the needle tip bottles because, I don't use them.
So just to give you all an idea of what I'm talking about here. Yeah, that's what I mean by needle tip bottle. This is a 120 ml bottle, but it has this little bitty needle on the end. But you can fill anything with this son of a gun because it'll take you forever. Take up the juice. This is still pretty new, but tastes like it's been steeped for a couple months. Make sure I'm on camera good here. I know y'all can see this way better than me because I'm literally looking at this through sunglasses, so I don't know. It's all a guessing game to me right now. I'm definitely going to have to crank the wattage up in a minute. I'm just putting this on the side right here and then letting it soak down into the cotton. That way it doesn't run all down the side of this.
What'd you say, Will? I'm confused. It is hot in here. It's
Well, it's so
unpleasant.
hot outside. I mean, our AC is doing the best it can right now. I don't think it's like hot in here. It's just more than what we're used to.
I'm sweating. I don't like it. That looks like it works just fine to me. What's the problem? Oh, any work drama? No, not really. We took shots at work
Oh, that
today.
smells good. That
Um,
smells good, guys.
yeah, I mean, no, everything seems to be
Now let's go up
relatively
to the
quiet.
wattage it's supposed to be at. Let me turn my head sideways so I can see. There we go. Now let's see if it'll fire. Oh, yeah, that's much better.
I'm trying to get a hold of my child to see if she still wants me to watch any of the grandchildren tomorrow.
Did I just. What happened to the. Uh oh.
Our judgment searches have never been automated, CDC. It's part of
Whoa.
the
I just pissed off the microscope big time.
part
The
of the
screen went blank. I was like, uh
part of
oh.
the title search, which all of our title searches are done manually.
I don't need to put that up yet. Now I need the tank. Do we go with the bubble glass or we stick with the straight glass?
I don't know.
We got to put the bubble on there. I need to be able to put all the juice I can in there. Luckily, I don't have to change anything. You literally just change the tank out.
Do we have any plans for Father's Day? Um, Not really. We'll probably go out to eat. I mean, I'd buy him a Father's Day gift, but he buys everything he wants when he wants it, so I don't know what I could possibly surprise him with.
After all that crap she gave me for Mother's Day, I swear.
What?
You ain't just gonna take me out to eat for Mother's Day. It's bullcrap, blah, 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 blah. And so you got presents.
Yeah, I
Place.
mean, tell me what you want and I'll buy you a present. You buy
What I really,
literally
really
everything
want?
you
Tell me what
see.
you want. I think
Yeah.
I put some stuff in the cart already.
I'm not buying you a $600 tent.
No, 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 that's not it. I had a little tool set in there that was actually pretty cheap. This is going to take forever to fill up this way.
That's what you want as a gift? Tools?
What dude
I
does
mean,
not want tools? Well, the main it's a
a
nut
dude
driver.
without a basement full of tools. But okay.
Well, I like that. I like that stand for the computer monitors, but it's kind of expensive. But still haven't fixed the paramotor. Been too hot here in Florida. You know what, Slade? It's been hot here too, but dude, so I can't blame you. And what do you mean you haven't fixed it yet? It was fixed before you even left the state here. I mean, it wasn't like
Beer frother 2.0. No, not
flawless,
a
but I
no
think it would
beer
work
frother
just fine.
2.0.
Why do I see juice co? Oh, something ain't right. Something is not right. I see. Look at this. There's juice coming all out of the bottom right here, which
Uh-oh.
means this tank is not on all the way or something.
That would be a pretty good indication.
I mean, I thought I screwed it all the way down.
Look, Best Buy is trying to get me to spend more money because my credit card's paid off now.
Yeah, that was screwed all the way on. What did I mess up? Is one of the O-rings bad? Let me check the O-ring now. I think I know what it is. Okay, one of the some of the cotton is not pushed in the juice well really good, so it's probably not letting that O-ring seal like it should.
He said he's going to put a pipe in there and put bolts through it on either end.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's the best way to do it. But
It was 104 on your porch today. I believe it. It got so hot in my car that my dash cam turned itself off because it overheated. I wouldn't
why
suggest
is it
fixing a
just spinning
paramotor
and
with duct
spinning?
tape. I don't know.
There it goes. Okay, that screwed in way further than it did the first time. The first time I tightened it up, it went in like 4 turns. That time it took me like 10 turns because the threads actually seated. So now, once I get all this cleaned off, or mostly cleaned off, we can try filling it again. And hopefully, let's make sure there's no juice down there. If we see juice come out the side again, we got issues. I was like, I know it takes a long time to fill up, but dang, it's because it was all coming out of the bottom. This is what I mean by this. This needle takes forever. But something as small as a Pure Max, this is golden. You could fill it up in like 5 seconds. It has, you know, a very small hole to put. Getting close now. If I can see. Like, oop, it's full.
Watching us by the pool. Hey there, Peanut. How you doing? I was gonna do it, but I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Y'all don't see
I
any
want to do it,
juice coming
but I'm
out the
not gonna do
side,
it.
right? Okay,
I
head
don't see
sideways so
anything
I
right
can
now.
see. I don't see any juice now coming out. I gotta wash my
I'm
hands
I'm
off because
I'm looking at the top of your mod that's covered in juice.
I'm
I
gonna
don't.
I gotta clean my hands off. I got juice all over my hand. I need my phone too.
Yeah, it's oppressive. Alexa, what's the temperature? Echo, what's the temperature? Whatever your fucking name is. Echo, what's the temperature? Why won't this fucking thing answer me? I'll unplug you and plug you back in. Echo, what's the temperature? It just ain't listening.
Yeah, I fired up the Ninja Slushy and I made mango margaritas tonight. So you said the top of the mod has juice all over it? What are you talking
Yes.
about?
It was old.
Where?
I didn't realize how far back behind I was on the
Oh, okay.
stream.
Okay. I was like, this is clean. All right, now I got the airflow all the way open. I like the way this airflow works. Oh, y'all can't see it. Let me turn it back on the boot camp for just a second.
So according to this, it's 88, but it feels like 94.
So you could go here if you wanted, all the way down to just one little hole, or you can turn it all the way off, which I wouldn't recommend, but I'm gonna open it all the way up. And we're gonna see how this thing vapes.
Yeah, the
I'm
high
hoping
was 98 degrees today.
it sticks with the dead rabbit tradition and it vapes really good. I am gonna try the Sparrow on the Hammer of God again, which I got to remember to turn the wattage down because I'll burn that slap up. But this is at 75 watts. This should vape good. Woo! Yeah, that's a lot more of a vape.
74 inside. It was 76 when I got home from work. I turned the AC down and shut the front door. So it
That
should cool
is
down soon, but
too much airflow.
no such thing.
Man, who is this? That is a lot of airflow for a RTA. I turned it down to just 4 of the holes, and it's still too much airflow. I'm gonna turn it down to just 3 holes open, which is 1 big circle and 2 little ones. That's better, but it just seems like too much air. If I'm honest with anybody, I mean, you know. Okay, the airflow, I showed y'all one side. It is on. I'm sorry. Let me show you. So once this focuses, so there's airflow there and on that side. So it's on both sides. But you see, I have it down to just 3 little holes open. The rest of it's closed off. And it still feels like I'm getting a ton of air. It's just, so this is made for you big cloud chuckers. Even turned way down. I mean, even with the airflow turned way down, it's still a lot of airflow. That's the most airflow I've had out of any tank. Honestly, that's a lot. Dang. Woo, but it's good. The cotton's still breaking in. I didn't fire it enough, but oh, your AC in the house was broken, Will? Well, that sucks.
Ooh, that sounds awful.
Hey, it's a good thing. Where did I get it? I bought mine from Element Vape, Creed, which according to you is right down the street. So yeah, I got it from Element Vape. So if you want an RTA that has a lot of airflow, Dead Rabbit 4. This thing is crazy on the airflow. You're gonna hit it and go, daggum, man. I can breathe with this thing. I should let Munchkin hit this. Now, the RTA she's vaping, that big son of a gun Valkyrie, it's got a lot of airflow, but it's because she's got it all the way open. If you close it down, it actually turns it down.
I keep it wide open and I vape it at 95 watts. I don't see what the problem is. Well, I mean, there you go, Linda. That's good. My bill, I try to keep my air set at 70, even though he keeps turning it up to 72.
Well, 70 it usually gets kind of cold, but not tonight.
For you, maybe. It's fine for me. Put on a jacket, damn it. And my bill hasn't gone over $200 so far. Now, we'll see. Ask me again in September what the bill is for August. Because it's not even summer yet.
There is a lot of mango margarita left. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Can't drink it all. Let me put the cover back on the hammer.
That's a lot of sugar all at once.
Dun, dun, dun. And you know what? That's cool that I got it. Look, it's blue and it matches. It's all matchy.
You know, I have to say I'm really tickled by watching all the TikToks of all the people that are here from the World Cup just snacking their way across the U.S. For people that talk a lot of shit about our food over here, they seem to enjoy themselves. I think the Koreans that are hanging out in Guadalajara are probably having the best time out of everybody.
Yeah.
But yeah. They had one guy up there tossing him around in the crowd, had a fake mustache and a sombrero on him. He looked like he was having a good time. Looked like he was completely trashed, but a good time nonetheless.
I've missed a lot of chat. What all did Slade say? I know he it broke and he hasn't fixed it. 83 feels like 91.
It is fixed.
Watching by the pool. What? Of course, Slade. I mean, if you got a pool, use that son of a gun. I hear you.
You don't need to be on me. It is too hot for you to be on me and all.
If I ever put a pool in our backyard, it would definitely be a saltwater pool.
We're not putting a pool in our backyard.
I've already learned my lesson with trying to keep a full in-ground pool going with just chlorine, way too expensive. There was something wrong with that pool when I lived in Georgia. It just, yeah, this RTA cloud chucker, it's made for you, man. I mean, I know you like the early bird sparrow, but that son of a gun right there, you could blow some serious clouds with that thing. Because honestly, with that much airflow, you could put a bigger coil. I think you could put every bit of 3.5 to 4 millimeter coil, dual coil, open the airflow all the way up and crank the wattage. It can handle it, because this, even with it, if I open this up, let me open the airflow all the way up again. That's a lot. That is a lot. Yours is salt water? Smart man, Slade. Smart man. You know, when I did switch, when I had an above ground pool at the other house I lived at, it was salt water. And I only had to put salt in there once a season. That's it. The only time you have to really add more salt is if you got a lot of people doing cannonballs and knocking water out of the pool. And even then, you only have to add a very small amount, because basically, if you have a chlorine generator, which is what you should have if you have salt water, it basically hits the salt with electricity, which produces chlorine. And then after the chlorine goes in there and does its job, it just goes right back to salt, and then it just repeats the process. No harm, no foul. So unlike chlorine, that which, yes, it makes chlorine. The number one killer for chlorine is sunlight and heat. So when the sun is baking down on the water, it is evaporating all your chlorine. So your saltwater generator is working overtime trying to keep enough chlorine in the water. But they've got all the science figured out. They put out plenty, and it keeps that water crystal clear. Whereas with chlorine only, if you don't keep everything just right, it's screwed. Oh, the building has generators. So if y'all's power goes out, you're good to go, Linda. That's good. I have 2 generators in the basement. Oh, your chlorine generator went out and you didn't know, so you added too much salt. Damn. Hey, Slade, do a couple cannonballs. That's all you need to do. You'll splash some water out of the pool. That'll get the salt level down. You'll be good to go. Do about 40 cannonballs. That'll bring the salt level down just a little bit. Damn. Yeah, I've literally once a season I would add salt, and I don't even think I'd have to the next season, but I usually let it just sit. So yeah, it doesn't work very well. $909 for a new one. Daggum. Yeah, that's not cheap by any means. I paid like $250 for my chlorine generator, but I had an above ground pool.
Yeah, that was how long ago?
This was many years ago. This was 15 years ago, I think. Chlorine generators were still kind of a new thing, but Intex made one. And I forgot, I don't know if mine was Intex. I think it was, but it worked damn good. I couldn't complain.
I mean, as cool as sharks are, I don't think I'd want them as pets in my pool.
Okay, salt water in the pool is not the same salinity as salt water in the ocean. Sharks would not live in there.
I mean, you could get a bull shark. They live in brackish water. That'd be fine. They're also mean as fuck, so, you know, they'd probably try to eat you.
Check out the pic. Oh, I'm like looking for my phone. I think a bunch of people sent me
You have
stuff.
Facebook on your computer.
Yeah, but oh, look at you. You know what I've noticed is a lot of the places in Florida, even the ex's grandfather had a place in Florida down in Cocoa Beach. He had the same type pool set up. Let me go to the right picture here. So there you go. Now you'll have a nice view of the sunset and the pretty pool.
Has anybody heard from John Q lately? He wasn't here last week.
Sure. Thought he was
Yes,
here last week.
he was not.
So there you go. Oh wait, I'm giving away free pictures of Slade's feet, man. That could go on the foot fetish site. You know, you don't want
Hey,
to do
you know
that.
what? I'm sure there's a market for it somewhere.
Hey, Slade, look, there's a pole right there for your paramotor trike.
Well, that wasn't what I was thinking he could use the pole for, but I see
Well,
you have healed from your mortal wound. Hmm.
you're looking into putting an in-ground pool. Go saltwater, Creed. Let them know that right up front. It's going to save you a ton in chlorine. I can't even begin to tell you. I mean, like I said, though, my pool in that place I had in Georgia was something was wrong with the whole system. I think it was leaking water out of one of the pipes. And I didn't own that house and I wasn't about to chunk a lot. I bought a new pump for it. I changed all the sand out in the sand filter. I was like, I'm not converting this over to chlorine, I mean to salt water, and I don't own the house. He wasn't gonna the landlord wasn't gonna kick in for it. So
Mm-mm.
I'm already pissed at that landlord. I don't give a damn. The only thing he did that I thought was nice when we first moved in there was he bought a new diving board because the diving board was missing when I moved in. And I was like, I'll get the diving. No, he's like, I'll get it. And he did. He paid for a diving board. I think I paid for it and he reimbursed me for a diving board. Not that I ever used it much, but still. It was nice to go swimming whenever you wanted. I didn't use the pool as much as I could have. Neither good Hellbait RTA is a Hellbeast V2. It's got good flavor and they're cheap. There you go. Oh, another good Hellbait is the Hellbeast V2. Damn it, Neil, you're gonna have me looking that one up. Too late, screenshot captured. They got your little toe bits on forever footage now, Slade. Oh, you had 3 above ground salt before this one. See? So if nothing else, Creed, you got me telling you to use salt water, and Slade is on his 4th saltwater pool. Because adding chlorine and all that bull crap, when all you have to do on saltwater pool is pretty much add salt. You rarely have to add anything else to bring up the pH or bring it down, because if the chlorine's kept up high, it stays right on par where it needs to be. Yeah, you do, Slade. That's funny. I've had salt before and we'll do it this time as well. There you go. I just completed 35,000 coping concrete power paver job around an in-ground pool. Ooh. Well, there, you know, hey, if the people got the money to do it, go for it. You're doing
My
hard work over
son-in-law's
there,
in charge
Jazzy.
of a paver making company. That's where we got Smokey and Bandit from, is they fell in the pit where all the broken pieces of pavers and all that stuff go.
I don't know how it's still on soccer stuff when I literally
All
was
right,
just
you got
watching
to get off me. It's
one
too hot
video about the World
because
Cup
you
tour.
left it on the World Cup.
World Cup, yeah. So 4th of July, I don't think I want to wear the overalls that I got last year. This time I just got a shirt that's basically a flag. I'm gonna go that route and let her husband wear the weird costume this time.
I mean, y'all were twins last year.
That way he could be the only one. You know, I don't want to try and upstage the husband, and that works out great that way.
I just ordered a T-shirt.
$50 million, Cloud Chucker. I'm glad you got it like that, you know. Yeah, I don't I mean, maybe it is time for it to pay out again. Oops, I'm on caps lock. There we go. I'm in for more money than I usually spend, which I'll probably lose, and that's fine.
Yeah, why'd you have to join? Now we're gonna lose.
Hey, we won the last time I joined. Thank you very much.
Mm.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, it was surprising to see a paramotor video on the top 100 epic fails of 2026. And I was like, wow, man, they freaking paramotor videos are starting to make it to that. I did see that Tucker Gott posted a video on the new Moto wing, which is a Class A wing with winglets and tip steering. I don't know of any other Class A wing that has tip steering. And I know he's going to sell that one cheaper, but it's a 24 meter, and that's too small for me. So I can't get it, even if I wanted to get it cheaper.
That would make it much more entertaining,
Andy's
Neil.
not going? Well, that sucks, Slade.
No, hey, King Cobra.
Well, you know, I think you could, well, no, you have to work in September.
Scuba knocked over his own bottle of fighting cock.
Oh, man. Of course we lost. Anyways, yeah, Slade works in September, so he can't come to Sword to Shore, even though that's usually when Will and Shane show up. And that event, if it's lose weight like you, I can't afford the surgery. No, there's no way, dude. Even if I thought about losing that kind of weight, I would look like a pincushion. It would look terrible, I think. I don't like when I lose too much weight. I do now. Obviously, we not on the diet, back on the diet yet. I do plan on getting back on the diet pretty soon. My son's wedding is in August, so I got to be a little fit in August. So,
did you put those chicken things away that I got you?
Chicken things.
Yes, I got you those chicken burgers.
Yeah, they're in the fridge.
Oh, okay. All
right. I don't know.
Shit wasn't fucking working for me.
You know what is weird about
my
this
hormones
time,
are fighting against me. What?
I have never been as hungry. Like coming off the diet this time, I want to snack all the time. I don't usually have that issue. It's usually I'll eat something, I'm good. But this time I'm hoping it keeps my metabolism up because I'm snacking not a lot of food, just little bits, but more
but
often.
You're snacking on the wrong stuff.
I am snacking on the wrong stuff.
I got us one of those chicken bakes from Costco, and I'm like uncomfortably full just from eating one of them.
Well, yeah, I mean, that filled me up. I don't need more. Yeah, they're chicken burgers. They're just low carb.
Got chicken and red and green peppers in them, and yeah.
Whatever sausages that Munchkin had are the most bland, no flavor sausages I've ever ate in my life. I don't know what they put in there, but
chicken and was it chicken, artichoke, and Parmesan, I think, or Gouda and artichoke. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah, Cloud Chucker, even when you're doing keto, you eat a lot of chicken. But it's always grilled chicken. It's not fried chicken, you know, or anything like that. So, or breaded chicken for that matter. Just chicken. So, the good thing is you can still put, you know, seasoning on it and low carb type stuff, marinades or something, but that's about it. And I like the fact that when I'm on keto, I'm rarely ever hungry. I have to remind myself to eat, but sometimes it's like, man, I want to eat some real food, and you can't do it, or it throws you all out of whack again. Zepbound with the VA next month. Okay, I'm not sure what Zepbound is, but
It's like Ozempic and the
oh,
semaglutide.
the left camera behind. You know what, King Cobra? It makes me mad because we went to that fly-in, and since it was so windy, it might as well have broke out the telescope. It was
Mm-hmm.
a clear sky, just really windy, and I
Yeah, we could
hate that we
see
didn't have the telescope.
Jupiter, Mars, and Neptune, I think it
Yeah,
was,
they
all
all
lined
lined
up.
up. It would have been a great time to pull out the telescope, and I left it at home. Oh well.
I remembered halfway across the bridge.
Yeah. So, I'll get some good photos with the camera here pretty soon, though, or the telescope. I bet you it's probably got another firmware update. A good chicken omelet. There you go. Man, I'm almost just like don't even need any more nicotine right now. This dead rabbit really pumped out the everything. That's getting better with ever vape. It's kind of like the cotton's starting to suck in that juice really good. Starting to really turn into a flavor mofo right now.
I don't know how to take this little tiny fan apart and clean it. It's gross. It's been on and running since we moved in, so it's just
Yep.
been running for 3 years.
Fly up for
It's a little
gauge
dusty.
is going. We are going to make it to fly up for gauge, come
You
hell
got
or
to
high
start
water.
saving money now.
Just because I pretty much I said we missed last year. We're going to make it this year or this coming year, and I won a freaking paramotor. So even though the guy still won't send me my damn jacket, I think it's funny that Munchkin posted a comment about not getting the jacket and he deleted it.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that. He made a post about selling some paramotor, and I said, "What's the shipping time like?" Hopefully it's not like the jackets. Oh wait, never mind. They haven't shipped yet, and it got deleted. So
Yep.
now I'm thinking about really being petty and posting that on literally every fucking post that he makes.
Shouldn't be called ready to paramotor. It should be called you could paramotor in a year or so, or never
Mm-hmm.
maybe.
Drop shippers are us, because you're not, none of that is your stuff. You're drop shipping it from somewhere else.
Yep.
And then you fucking pre-ordered from China, didn't meet your MOQ, and instead of fucking saying something, you're just going radio silent and ignoring people. That's a good fucking
Well,
business model.
my problem is the whole premise of that company was to be able to get parts to us quickly. Okay, well, if you can't even ship out what
How would they figure they have any control over how quick it gets shipped when they are a drop shipper?
well,
They
but
are ordering it for you and having it shipped by the manufacturer to you.
no, they ship it from there. They get it shipped to them, then they ship it to you.
Not
They're
everything, I'm
supposed to
sure.
keep stock.
Like the fucking jackets.
Well, those were pre-order.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they're still pre-order. I don't know. Is Timekeeper ghosting? Timekeeper is probably always ghosting Creed. He is just on his big screen TV. He may come in and say
He
something.
pops in at the end and says hi and bye.
Yep. Maybe that's all he does. Maybe he comes in at 10 o'clock. Well, last week he was chatting away. So go figure.
I am very uncomfortably hot.
Well, Timekeeper bought a pen. No crap, Creed. That's
nice.
Freaking awesome. Timekeeper was like, I'm tired of seeing these really nice pens and me not getting one. That's awesome. I'm glad you sold one. Oh.
It's still 75 degrees in here. Is our air conditioning even working?
I can check, but it'll take me a second. Hold on, let me see if our AC is working. That would suck if it quit working. if the jackets come from China, will only fit a kid. Well, hopefully he does the sizing correctly.
Yeah,
RAC. Yeah, our AC is definitely working. It is blowing out really cold air right now. It's just freaking hot outside.
yeah, but it's
mean,
dark out. The
it's
house is
dark, but it
sealed.
takes a while. I mean,
It's
all that
not
heat.
drafty. It's
It's,
dropped 1 freaking degree
yeah, it's 87
since
outside
in
right
the
now.
past 3.5 hours.
87 for dark 30 should not be a thing, but it is. It's a little warm, and I can't. Every time I walk out there, because there's like no lights on in the living room or kitchen, it's dark out there, and I already got on sunglasses just so I can see.
That's a lot of pens.
But when it's dark, it's dark.
Echo. Alexa.
72 of them, Creed? How the hell did you make 72?
Echo. What's the humidity in Hampton, Virginia?
The humidity is 61%.
61%.
I have a morning updates routine that will provide you updates on the weather.
Whoa, it's like it echoes in here. I hear it.
No.
There's Timekeeper. See?
No problem.
I heard you have a pen. I wonder does Timekeeper get to choose between the 72 pens that Creed just made? Holy crap. It's called work, right? Hey, work is good. That's a lot of work. I don't know what that. Oh, okay. Took a nap. Wow, Breeze. I'm glad that I put you to sleep. Breeze is like, I'll just listen to Scuba's loud ass mouth and go to sleep. That's pretty good. Somebody came in our job today that was louder than me. I was like, hey, look, I got one up by some other dude that we don't even know. I thought I was loud. He had me beat.
Hello, Wally. 2-zip US.
Yeah.
Who are we playing? Is Paraguay?
Paraguay, I think. Yeah. Well, right now it's not playing the actual live show right now. These are videos from the World Cup. Yeah, we're on, and we got a heat pump wheel, so being so hot outside, it's really hard for that AC to keep it low. So, and somebody else sent something earlier. I can't keep up with all this.
Well, what I'd like to do is that those two French doors, I'd like to hang something over them. We can leave them open at the bottom so the cats can still see out, but the sun shines bright through that hallway during the day and heats it up back there.
Okay. Oh, that tank. I do have that. That's what Slade's talking about. I mean, not Slade, Creed. Let me see. I've actually vaped that a few times. I remember it. I'll have to look back there and see what it's on. Because I did, yeah, I can't see it now. I really need to get in here. But we have to go this weekend. We have to go to Sam's Club and somewhere else, or Costco, and then we also have to go by Walmart.
I already did that, so we just need to go to Walmart.
Okay, we need to, and Slade will know. We need to swap out our canopy, which we have not done yet, believe it or not. I do have the receipt though. I know exactly where it is.
Jesse said it was hotter than a meth pipe on payday here. I bet. Yeah. I compared it to the devil's taint this afternoon because it was hot and sticky.
How many watts was his PA system? Whose PA system?
I don't know.
Darn thing is confusing me now. Send it to me. I will buy it. I gotta find it, Creed. Honestly, I don't know where the heck it is. I'm thinking. Oh, is it up there? I doubt that. That's not it. That's not it. I do like that RDA though. So many of them fell over. I don't see it up in my stand, which means it's probably back there. I tried to take most of the RDAs and RTAs off of the mods and just put just the mods in that case. But the ones on the bottom probably have tanks on top of them, and I can't see it because it's blocked by that big Virginia picture that I have not hung up yet. We did manage to get pictures pretty much all in the living room and kitchen area now, so we have the walls covered, which we failed to do for the longest time. But nothing in my office really. I mean, it's blank walls pretty much. He's gonna love it. Ah, cool. That is awesome, awesome, awesome. How many of those mods still have batteries in them? Well, Neil, I'll be honest with you. I thought there was 0. I really thought I took every battery out, but when I took the Hammer of God out and it had batteries in it, I was like, son of a gun. So I need to check all I need to check all of them. That's gonna take a time. That's gonna take a while. But since I have to set them back up anyway, why not do it while I'll just check every single mod. I mean, I got.
Oh, you said someone was louder than Scuba at work. Yeah, he was very loud.
He had to have a PA system. Yeah, I
No,
don't know.
no. He just had. I think it. He just had one of those voices that cuts through the air. So not only was he loud, his voice was. I don't know. It like reverberated. It wasn't loud and booming. It was kind of rednecky and
Yeah,
nasally.
he was all have a good day, blah 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 blah. That's what
Well,
his
he was
voice was
coming to
like.
pick up money, so he was happy.
It was crazy. He was so
Fuck,
loud.
it's hot as shit in here. I'm uncomfortable and I don't like it.
It is quite warm. I've never felt it, and I think I was like, well, maybe it's because I've had a couple of drinks, but I doubt it. This is very weak. It's got a hint of tequila in there, considering there was 64 ounces of slushy and only 3/4 a cup of tequila. That gives you an idea. It's not strong.
Oh
but
shit! I forgot to get buns for all the damn hot dogs we still have.
Sounded like Pee Wee. Damn.
Not quite that nasally. Yeah. But yeah,
He
it
meant
had
me that I was sounding like Pee Wee when I just did that,
Oh.
which I see where he's getting at. I get it.
Your second gentleman, Jack. I'm drinking Fighting Cock and Diet Dr. Pepper.
Well, that would have been good. I should have stuck with that. I just was taking it
the
light
mango,
this week.
The mango thing is good, but after I ate that chicken bake, it just doesn't sound tasty.
Well, you had to be in the mood for it. And I was like,
Yeah.
I haven't used my slushy machine in a year. It was time to crank it up. And I did. And it's still running in there to keep the drink cold. But there's still a lot of drink in there, dargummit. So even though I ordered my glasses and that I got express shipping, which costs a little bit more money, not too much, which is supposedly 2 to 5 days shipping, they haven't shipped it yet. So how long is processing? Paul Rubens, yeah.
Yes, a mango slushy. I have a question. I need you guys' opinion.
It is
it's
mango margarita slushy, yes, Scott.
So y'all know my ex-husband died in April, right? So his funeral was like, what do you think? A week after he passed away, maybe?
Yeah.
You think so? So I told you about how they were keeping everything private. They didn't really invite anybody. They didn't really they didn't really give permission for anybody to say anything. So it was a very short time to let everybody know what was happening. So they had mentioned at the funeral, um, they had told one of our friends that they had already taken all of his guitars and his amps and stuff and sent them to a music store to be appraised. They had mentioned that um, to me that they were going to offer Katie and Patrick an opportunity to buy the house at a discount. Um, and I had mentioned that I still had stuff there because Katie had told me like all my books and yearbooks and whatnot were all in the closet. So I had mentioned that I still had stuff there. And his mom was like, yeah, I tried to give them to my niece, and she said that that wasn't stuff that she read. So I assumed everything was still there and said, yeah, there, I still have stuff there. So he had a huge CD and DVD collection. Some of those were mine, and I would have liked an opportunity to take them back, especially if they were going to get rid of them. Um, my old Pioneer tube stereo that's older than me was still over there. He was using it. I didn't have room for it, so I let it stay there. Um, anyway, long story short, nobody ever contacted me. His cousin was supposed to, and I assumed when I mentioned that I had still had stuff there that they'd let me know when I could come get it. Do you know they had the house listed and sold literally in like 34 days from the day he passed away? And they sold it to an investor. It's the same guy that owns the house next door. It just seemed, I know his dad is very businesslike. You take the emotion about out of it and it's all business, but it just seems really weird to me that basically they erased all traces of him within 30 days. And I didn't get my shit back. Obviously, they didn't even give Katie and Patrick time to see if they could qualify to buy the house at a discount. And it bothers the shit out of me, and I cannot put my finger on why. Did y'all think that's weird? And Creed, apparently he had pancreatitis. Yes. So stalking his Facebook page several years ago, he'd mentioned going to the ER and they told him he had an angry pancreas. So nobody knows at all whether he was being treated for it or was going to the hospital for it, but they had called, they knew he was sick because I guess they had went out to breakfast and knew something was wrong, but he wouldn't say what. So he was supposed to check in with them daily, and they couldn't get a hold of him at all on Friday. So Saturday is when they went to the house and they couldn't get a hold of him. So his dad crawled in through the doggy door. He smoked weed. He was a very heavy drinker, though, and I mean heavy drinker. So I'm pretty sure that that is what caused his pancreatitis that went untreated and it killed him.
Thanks, Breeze.
He didn't have an estate dire thing. He didn't own anything. He was on title to the house with his parents. The only bills he would have had were his utilities because, I paid 20 years worth of equity, so the balance on the mortgage wasn't much at all. His mortgage payment was maybe $500 a month. And he made more than that.
Breeze, if you missed the beginning of the show, which I think you did because you were napping or something, my glasses, my normal glasses, I was trying to steam the frames so that I could bend them back into shape because they were falling off my face, and somehow steamed the coating that's on the lenses, and now they're blurry and I can't see anything out of them. So I had to order new glasses, and that's why I'm wearing sunglasses right now. I don't have a choice in the matter.
The only pair of prescriptions he's got left.
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to see what y'all are
You
typing.
can wear my glasses.
That
I don't know
that
how
doesn't
close our
work. I mean, if
prescriptions
I
are.
take these off, I can see where it says "ouch, sorry." Breeze was dreaming about Creed. Is that what that says?
It does. That is what it says.
It's very, all the letters are running together. It's very hard to see without glasses on.
Yeah, I mean, dire thing, he didn't even have any credit cards. He had no bills. Mommy and daddy bought everything he needed that was in
Oh,
excess.
that sucks, Wally.
I mean, yeah, no, there was no bills against his estate.
He's gonna sell us coke. Hey man, I'm the new dealer in town. So one of the attorneys thinks I look like Guy Fieri now. Well,
I mean, you do.
she was preemptively coerced into thinking that because we told her that people used to think that. So now she's seeing it
Yeah.
because we mentioned it. I don't think she would have otherwise.
She's seen you wear sunglasses before, though.
That's the alcohol making it blurry. No, trust me.
It,
The only thing the alcohol is doing right now is making me tired.
yeah, and I don't even know if it's emotion, Will, because I know how his dad is. His dad is very business minded. He takes his emotion, sets it aside, puts it in a box, and does what needs to be done. I know his mom was not doing well at the funeral. He was an adopted only child, so he was a spoiled brat. Um, but I don't know. It just the whole thing fucking rubs me the wrong way, and I'm really mad about my stereo. I mean, even though we can't really use it and have nowhere to put it, that shit was mine.
Um, King Cobra, yeah, my previous glasses had anti-reflection, blue blocker, um, anti-fog, anti-dust, whatever. It had all kinds of
I'm wondering
protections.
if you could just boil them again and just boil all of that shit
I
off of there.
probably could. It still had the prescription on it, but it would lose all the coatings. They would be gone.
Well, obviously the coatings are what's fucked up, and you can't wash your prescription off. That's in the lenses. They're made and angled and shaped.
You know, that
That's where
would
the prescription is.
honestly, since I have another pair coming, that might be a good idea. I could
I mean,
take
you
those
can't
two
fuck them up any
lenses
worse.
and just dump them into some hot water and it'll take all that coating off.
I mean, you could throw them in your fucking sonic cleaner thingy with some alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what have you got to lose besides all of the
Yeah, it
coatings
can't
that you
hurt at
paid
this
extra for?
point, right? Yeah. I mean, it's so weird though that the side that I put in the water didn't get messed up. It was the other lens that got messed up that wasn't even in the water. So I don't know. I guess the steam
Yeah, I don't
coming
know
up
if they're
from the
glass or
water
not.
is what hit it and screwed it up. And I did not clean it with alcohol or anything like that. It just, that steam hit it. And when I wiped on the lenses, I was like, this blur is not going away. And I kept washing
Mm-mm.
it. It would not go away. And I'm like, it's screwed. I wonder if that's poison ivy. I had like this blister on my leg. I've never had poison ivy before, so I don't. But why would it? It's just in one spot.
Where would you have gotten it from?
Weed eating.
We don't have poison ivy in our backyard, do we?
I beg to differ.
No,
Are
I
they
don't know.
visibly blurry or just vision blurry?
They're
They're
visibly blurry. It
uh,
looks like somebody grabbed hold of the lens with big old greasy fingerprints.
yeah, that's what they look like. Greasy. It looks like a greasy fingerprint on the lens. Don't ultrasonic on them, or the alcohol on the old ones or the lenses will just cloud up and never get rid of it. Yeah. Well, there's not much I can do for it now at this point anyway, so I don't know. I mean, I may try to get the rest of that coating off. I mean, it would be no good if I left the right one alone and then took the coating off the left one, because then I would have two different visions. So I might as well do both lenses. I don't know. I mean, let me see if I can grab that.
They're all polycarbonate now. Yeah, I've never checked. I just don't know how he does what he does to his glasses. I mean, my prescription sunglasses have a little scratch on the outside lens, but you can't see it when you put them on from them sliding off my center console and landing on the floor. But I think that's just a scratch in the mirror coating on the outside of the lens.
Are these the ones? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so
I don't think it's plastic polish, Scott.
let's see what it looks like under the microscope. Okay,
Yeah, he
that's
fucked
without
that
me
all up.
even touching it. Now I could wipe it and it's still going to look cloudy like that. I'm wiping the fingerprints off.
I mean, you can see it with the light reflection that it's all bubbled.
You can see that blue color. That's from the anti, whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
See what I see.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see that it's bubbled. He did fuck them all up. And what's crazy, y'all, is I told him he could probably go to
See
any
that right there in the
optometrist
center?
office and say, "Can you refit my glasses for me?" And they may have done it for free or charged him minimal, and now it's cost him another $170 to get new glasses.
See the center right there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the other lens looks like that. Let's try the other lens. This one didn't seem that bad. I got it the right way, yeah. I mean, this one's just dirty, but it doesn't have that same problem that I can tell. This has definitely got issues. Get it the right way. But what's weird is it looks like it's in the center, but where I see the blur is right here in this corner. I can't see anything there. Let's see what it looks like here if I do the old trick. Yeah, that's pretty blurry. How about this one? That gum. I can hold on. I do have the frames right there. I could throw them in the frames, I guess. They both look. You know that was that Clearasil commercial? That's what it looks like. Before they rip the page back and it's all clear. This is what it looks like. Yeah, because I have frames right here. There's no lenses in there right now. And the new frames that I got are clear instead of these are like a gray color. I have 4,000 guitar picks. That's a lot.
That is a lot
I
of
know you
guitar
need,
picks.
a spare in case you lose one, but do you need a spare 3,999 of them? I mean, maybe I would say I could just throw those on and just deal with the blurriness, but I honestly think if I wear those, it's going to give me a bad headache.
I don't even like wearing my glasses with friggin' a fingerprint on them, much less like that.
Yeah. Get Scuba a monocle for his Father's Day. Yeah. Well.
Oh yeah, Linda, I've been there. Lots
Oh,
of clear nail
collectible book.
polish.
Well, that's better if it's collectible.
I haven't wore pantyhose in years.
Hoses, eggs, and fixing runs. Huh?
Hmm. They used to sell pantyhose and eggs.
Oh,
Matter
yeah,
of fact,
yeah.
they were
Okay, yeah.
Legs brand.
I remember those. I'm that old. And the main place I saw them was in the grocery store.
Hmm.
They had a little display with all the eggs on them. I was like, oh, cool, eggs. And my mom was like, nah, it's not an egg. I mean, it is an egg, but it's not a real egg. The lenses are out now. Why didn't you remove them before steaming them in the frame?
That's a good idea. I wish you would have thought about that first.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing. I didn't think that the coating would get hurt. I didn't think the water was hot enough to damage the coating. I know better now. But yeah, I could have popped the lenses out and then tried to fix it and then put the lenses back in, but I didn't think
Could
about it
have,
at the
but he
time.
didn't.
I was just trying to hurry up and adjust. I got tired of them. Every time I would look at the ground, my glasses would fall off, and they were obviously too loose. And when I looked at the frames, you could see one of the arms was over a little bit. So all I was trying to do was heat this corner edge up and straighten out the plastic right there. Instead of trying to bend the whole arm, I was just going to heat that. And apparently it transferred all the way over to this other lens and messed up the coating. There's one seat left in the mod heist. Oh, well, there we go. Somebody filled it up. Time for y'all to come get drowned in the sex pond. Oh, are you kidding me? How did y'all win?
That's what I got right here. Dire thing. I've got a pair here and I got a pair at work.
We won without Scuba. That's funny because where King Cobra said nice, I see noise with that weird symbol in front of it.
Mm-mm.
I have to put my,
It's translating again.
yeah. Don't forget the control top. Wow.
That sounds horrible.
There's a lot of fly-ins. I believe Lionel's fly-ins going on right now. I'm hoping to see some videos from that. I think probably Rip is probably going to be at that one. I'm guessing. Maybe not. If so, then we'll expect to see videos from him. But I would say if he was going to start doing videos, they would already be posted because he usually starts posting them while he's at the fly-in. So maybe he didn't go to that one. And I know that Ryan's got one going on the 4th of July, which we had already prior obligated ourselves to go to a party on the York River. I can't believe that her friends invited us over there. Hey, you could probably fly from our front yard. You couldn't take off with a helicopter in their
They
front
don't
yard.
know how much space you need.
Well, I mean, no, he realized it after the fact, but they should have told us that.
Told us what? The square
That,
footage
no,
of their
there's
backyard?
not enough room to take off here because she was saying, oh, no, we got an acre or so you can take
Yeah,
off.
but she said it's surrounded by trees. How much space do you need? And it's hard for me to tell her that without seeing the property.
Yeah, but there's not a 1 acre. There's 50 feet in the front yard. That's it.
There is 1 acre, but half of it is fucking trees.
Yeah, okay.
And then the half left over is her house and her deck. You know, she didn't say we have 1 acre of wide open land.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
I told you not to get your fucking hopes up, didn't I?
And I didn't. I mean, I just
Bullshit.
I bet, Creed. Yeah, you probably got a gigantic yard to take off from. It worries me over there near Vegas and all that with all the canyons and stuff. That's where Grant died, and I don't feel comfortable flying around canyons and stuff like that. Out in the wide open, sure, no problem, but near mountains and stuff, not so much. Mountains are okay. You can judge where the wind's coming from, but not the way it works in canyons with those straight up boulders coming down. That's nuts. Made me think of Rip Trippers. Wow. Rip Trippers. And the future's now. Anyways, it is time for my stomach is killing me. I feel like crap. I'm ready to go lay down pretty much. I hope everybody has a great weekend. We will be back on same time next week, same bat time, same bat channel. I'm going to continue to bait this dead rabbit and let y'all know how it really is by next week. Maybe Creed will have one by then too. This is like I said, this got a lot of airflow. Y'all stay safe out there, and we will catch you next week.
Bye, Circle.
Peace.